It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And now off to the races down the right side.
He may go.
Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there.
His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And always sheds a tackle. That one's got some space. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, it had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The Saints at 7-5 now in the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw.
A short throw pulled in by Woods.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Another run here with Dobbins.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Now they'll pitch it out here. Shifts by him, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
The 71 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
When you look at the Saints defense,
They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
This is a unit that understands what needs to be done to stop the run. And they're a team that goes out and executes as well. Yeah, it's the mantra, stop it, but then going out and getting it done. Two different things. They combine them.
He finds his man complete. That's Spencer. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Reddick sets to throw it. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Now they'll change things up. Here's Reddick to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up the 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to win the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Sly able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. J.K. Dobbins with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now Reddick. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded at about the 28. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those.
Taking it right down Broadway.
He may go.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
J.K. Dobbins
With his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Reddick. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Reddick. Throw left side complete. That's Spencer. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 90 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this 1st half.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting well backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Reddick sets to pass it. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Open man downfield is Duvernay. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Dobbins trying the left side.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd and 5. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 2nd and 12, Reddick. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He lets it go deep for Olave. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. This one taken in by Olave. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Back to throw here. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 172 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Saints add 6 to their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws have them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Taken down here by the Saints. Isaiah Foskey brings him down. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Dobbins.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. At the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Duvernay in motion.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
His 5th touchdown on the ground, number 8 overall. And the Saints look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And quickly, they get to the line. To the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Reddick sets to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now Reddick. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's Reddick to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards.
And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back.
Okay, right?
And they take a knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah,